Friday Night Funkin. Ah, what a cool game. This year the game is becoming 4 years. Oh my god. And to this day the community is creating hundreds of thousands mods a year, and even the original game started to be alive, releasing Pico update. In 2024 there were a lot of incredible mods. Mario Madness that I will do video about in the future, Step Right Up, Adventure Isle, Somniphobia and others. But what if I say that there is a mod that changed Friday Night Funkin forever, and it's important as Witty mod, Tricky mod and others. And the mod is, well, you already know by the title of this video, Jeffy's Endless Aethos. Let's be honest, Jeffy Endless Aethos is not the first Friday Night Funkin mod that had lyrics. Hell, even the original game have Lemon Demon, which songs are all lyrics. Hypno's Lullaby, one of my favorite mods ever that has just banger after banger. And you may ask, why is this mod got popular? And I have an answer. And the answer is...
I don't even know.
Yes, there is nothing special about this mod, to be honest. The art, the song, and etc. are nothing usual, but somehow the mod got really popular and filled all Friday Night Funkin mods with lyric mods, like Silly Billy that got even popular than Jeffy, and me and other thought that this mod was the thing that popularized this type of mods. TWIDDLEFINGER that we gotta talk about later, and etc. But for today, I want to discuss how one mod that was inspired by SML Wiki and Reddit, talk and compare other Aethos-type mods, and talk about the latest one that I just like a lot. So sit down, grab some popcorn, and let's talk about how one silly mod changed Friday Night Funkin forever. But first, this video is sponsored by my second channel. In there, I'm doing let's plays of different games like FNAF, Fun Games, Horror, and Friday Night Funkin mods, and some of them I even done let's plays. So if you want to get some content until I'm cooking videos on this channel, you can check out. Also, you can subscribe to my ARM-gamezone to get some stuff, like I show there my 3D models and do shitpost, my TikTok, Blue Sky, and if you want to support me financially or with money, you can subscribe to my Patreon, and for a small price of $3 you can get a lot of exclusive stuff like early access to my videos, behind the scenes, files to my 3D models and thumbnails, reviews to movies and TV shows, mentions to my videos and more for a small price. But if you want to donate, you can do it on Buy Me a Coffee, and every supporter will get mentioned in my videos and get special thank you message. I appreciate every support and it gives me more motivation to do more stuff. And now to the video.
Danger.
First, I want to talk about the thing that inspired this mod, SML Wiki. SML Wiki is a site that was created like RG, but it's not RG, and it's got massive popularity even outside of SML community. There even a 1-hour video discussing about the lore and stuff that I will put the link into the description below. You may ask why I'm talking about this, and the answer is that something suddenly happened. The site was shut down on June 7, 2024, and a lot of theories were spreading. But the most popular one before official statement is due to controversies that was surrounding the original Jeffy's Endless Aethos mod. But in the end, the site was brought back, and to this day, everything is fine. Now that you know something about the site, let's talk about the mod. It came out on April 3rd, 2024, and immediately blew out and created a lot of let's plays, remixes, animations, and etc. Plus creating a new kind of Friday Night Funkin mods called lyrical mods that I will talk later, but for now I want to analyze the full mod and what it contained, and know why this mod got so much attention. Before starting the mod, there's a Jeffy menu screen and very cringy wig screen with SML thumbnail as picture. Before the wig starts, you will see a very cool looking loading screen with none other than the GOAT itself, Charlie from Charlie and Friends, you know.
I made a horse!
And now let's talk about the wig itself. The wig starts with Jeffy being possessed by some entity whose name is Jerry. We are playing as Martin aka Mario that don't know what the f is going on, and in the middle, Logan 30acre, the creator of SML, stands in the middle of the background and dances like crazy, and it is the same as in SML Wiki. In the background we see two houses that are referring to Logan's first house that he's done his classic SML movies until Junior's era, and the second house that starts from Jeffy's era to this day. The last thing that we can see is an entity that stands in the old SML house, and it even has a name, Silhouette. Overall, it's really very cool done, and you can easily know that the background, Logan dancing, and the entity are literally same as it is in the SML Wiki, besides Jeffy or Jerry. For this video I will use his original name, and Marvin, that are so goofy and it reminds me of some Chazington animation, and even though it's done really good, it's not fitting with the background. After some time of silence from us, Jeffy starts to sing. The first phase itself is decent and not the worse compared to the other phases, and the music is okay. I guess and the animations of pressing notes are good, like the blood that comes from Jeffy when he presses the notes, and Marvin that's still goofy as hell, and also the icons of our characters is not feedable. In the middle of the first phase, the new SML house is getting chopped by axe as in the original side when you choose it, and after that a fucking floating head of Logan comes and starts to look us with his scary and uncomfortable eyes. In the near end of phase 1, Jeffy asks Marvin, which Marvin responds, when Jeffy answers, and after Marvin ends his part, Jeffy says, and the transition happens between phase 1 to phase 2, and now it's starting to show. Phase 2 is way better than phase 1, being way serious and being way cooler because the music in this part slaps. Jeffy and Marvin now look way better, and you can easily see the seriousness of Jeffy and Marvin's scared and not clear face. The only problem with this phase for me is the background, because it's kind not fitable with the characters' designs. And also our icons also changed that are way better compared to the phase 1 ones. After they sing and sing and dance, Jeffy says, and the best part of this entire mod starts, and I think you need to listen to this part. And I know that nowadays there are mods with better, way better lyrics part, but to this day I like this part and it's one of my favorite Friday Night Funkin mods lyric ever. I like everything, the lyric itself, the animation, the beginning when Jeffy pulls 8 ball and cock, Marvin when he falls, and in the background Logan's floating head is looking at us and transforming to Jeffy, and in the end when Marvin falls down and looks at Jeffy and Logan behind him, and the start of phase 3. Phase 3 is the shortest out of all, but the best one out of them, and mostly it's because of the music and the ending. When Marvin starts, you can feel that he's scared but brave and will fight to the end, and Jeffy looking at us with his white eyes. But truly I like this phase the most is the ending, with Jeffy beautifully ending the phase with the words, and the ending that ends this mod with the picture of Jeffy and Marvin with words. I highly suggest you to watch or play this mod yourself. And this is it. Let's talk about... Suddenly, out of nowhere, phase 4 starts with us being angry and Jeffy being Jeffy in this mod, and for me this is the worst phase of this mod, because it's a part that gives us nothing. If we cut this whole part we will lose nothing, and the first ending is the thing to end this mod. But I don't know why they decided to end this phase, because if we cut this there's gonna be no differences, and just putting that also don't change anything. And also I forgot to say, but I think you noticed that every phase has its own style, and this is the worst one out of all, with these paper cut characters with no background. In the end, we are getting this SML question that appears on every SML video, with the question, what will you do if you had an 8 ball of coke? And did I mention that besides getting inspired by Wiki, this all 8 ball of coke is taken from the real SML movie called Jeffy the Dealer, that have no connection with this mod besides the 8 ball of coke. And the final thing that happens after the ending is that the mod closes and it directly sends you to the SML Wiki. Well, I think that's it about Jeffy's endless ethos, and in the conclusion, I love this mod. It is not perfect, the animations in different phases are either good or horrible, the music is good but nothing special or masterpiece, and nowadays literally every Aethos-Style mod are better than original, but prospectively, if you look this mod as just goofy mod and not compared to new ones, then I think it's gonna be cool song with really very good lyrics. But this was not gonna be the last one. The creators were thinking to create V2, and it will be like Mario Mendes having different characters every song. Like the famous song that we lost is Shucks, based on one of the famous SML movie, The Secret Door, and got maybe more popularity, being leaked and being remade and reanimate. V2 would have new reanimated sections of Jeffy's lyrics, new songs, and etc. Especially I like the visualizer that was planned to be because just look at it. Gosh, how hard this goes, but due to famous controversy that happened to creators that I don't want to talk, and I think you noticed that I didn't mention any creator of this mod, it got cancelled. After that, it got revived and got cancelled for several times with different creators, and as of writing this script, the official wiki states that the revival of the project will be called SML Movie.
Bro, Ochos.
And it will be reimagining of the story and will not have any connections with SML Wiki. After the mod came out, it created hundreds of thousands mods that were called in Friday Night Funkin community Aethos-Style Mods. There was Silly Billy, a very cool mod that is 100 times better with lyrics and song, Wrote a Smoothie that didn't interest me, but there was one mod that became even more popular, popularized more this type of mods, and even the original creator of the characters of this mod noticed it, and I think you know what mod I'm talking about. I'm talking about... The mod came out in July 1st and was based off from a kids channel called Max Design Pro that usually do brain rot stuff with main character being Max and his friend Nuggets. When the mod released, it immediately became popular and the popularity became way big that the original creator of Max Design created a character called Evil Max that is 99% taken from the mod and put some Easter eggs from the mod. The mod itself is fantastic and I especially like the description of this mod. Friday Night Funkin TWIDDLEFINGER is a wild and quirky mod that flips the classic rhythm game on its head. In this mod, you play as the coveted chicken Nuggets, desperately trying to escape the clutchless of Max, an evil monkey who is madly in love with you and will stop at nothing to keep you. Start is just so good that trying to replicate the Max design style and then transform to different style with really good song kicking. Then in the middle you need to press the help button to save Gata Ghost Nugget, and then the lyric part is starting then just... And also the style is good compared to the final Aethos part. I forgot to mention that there's two endings that you can get, either helping the Nugget or not helping the Nugget. This is the best Aethos type mod, but if you ask
what lyrics are better, Jeffy's or TWIDDLEFINGER's?
I will answer Jeffy's only because of that hard visualizer. If I find a good visualizer for TWIDDLEFINGER, then I will choose the finger. After TWIDDLEFINGER came out and blew out the Friday Night Funkin community, there were a lot of Aethos type or lyrical mods that came out. There are a lot of them that deserve attention, but for this video I will talk about some of them that I really liked. Like Bird mod or Versus Red, that first try I didn't like it, but after listening several times it became my favorite one, and the lyrical part is great and is a metaphor of what Angry Birds series became. Or Corruption mod that I like mostly because I'm a big fan of Finished Form and overall it's a really good mod. Versus Dora, versus Alvin, versus SDF guy, versus Spanish Homer that goes hard, and others that will take hours to say, but as of now the Aethos type mods started to lose their popularity, but there's the last Aethos type mod that came out as of writing, and I really want to talk about this because this may be my favorite one out of all, and it's... Well Done came out on October 14 and is inspired by an infamous Lost Media game called Charlie the Steak and two popular memes, AAA that is about Charlie and Oi 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 that is about Red from famous cartoon called Larva. The mod didn't get that much attention and that's really sad, because everything in this mod is done so good, starting from menu and ending with lyrics part, and the story is maybe the best one out of all Aethos inspired mods. Red, as he is in the cartoon, being greedy, eats sausage in front of Yellow and he gets sad seeing how Red treats him. They went to sleep and Red sees a dream. He sees a piece of steak standing behind him, and Steak's mission is to show him that treating someone bad will lead him to being forgotten. The designs of Charlie and Red in every face are done so good compared to Jeffy's or even TWIDDLEFINGER's, and I especially like the 3D models of characters because I never see these good made models of characters elsewhere. The song is also done phenomenally, but the best part of this mod is lyrics that I will say my favorite one out of all. This mainly because it has both good lyrics in it, good done animation, and even has a metaphor that Charlie wants one day to be released and not be lost media. Then it continues with Red standing in front of Big Charlie that reminds me of Attack on Titans as scene, and it comes to last phase which ends with good ending. Red wakes up and realizes that he needs to apologize to Yellow with sausage. Yellow, being goofy friend, forgive him and they enjoy the rest of the day. There's also bad ending that you can get by getting game over, and it seems that Red got struck or something like that, I don't know, and dies with Charlie standing in front of him. Overall, the mod is just masterpiece and there's even nothing to complain. And it's sad that this mod didn't get that much popularity, and even gets sadder that you can't play this mod due to copyright issues with the source of the sample, and it was planned to be remastered, but as Friday Night Funkin Wiki states, due to creator didn't liking the song, it was never been done, confirming that the mod is cancelled. That is just sad about this mod, so if you can't find this mod elsewhere, I highly suggest you to try this mod because it deserves a lot of attention. In conclusion, I want to answer the question, did Jeffy's endless Aethos change Friday Night Funkin forever? And the answer is yes. The mod itself isn't even that good, and in that time there were hundreds of mods that are 100 times better than Aethos, but somehow it came out in time when SML Wiki was very popular and the attention of Friday Night Funkin was coming back due to updates coming out. It released in good time and got the attention that it needed, and also with the help of TWIDDLEFINGER, it got even more popular. And let's be honest, Aethos both popularized the Friday Night Funkin, popularized the SML itself even more after Wiki, and even popularized the Max Designs community. In the end, I want to say that for me, Jeffy's endless Aethos changed Friday Night Funkin forever, and it was maybe the best times that I have with Friday Night Funkin after 2021, and it even got to the point that I got interest to watch SML, because I never watched the show, and this whole summer and writing these texts I was watching SML, and I pretty liked it, and it's sad that I missed this type of content. I hope that the Friday Night Funkin community will still cook a lot of good mods, and hopefully in the end we finally gonna get the full Friday Night Funkin release, and this comes to the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, you can support me by liking the video, subscribe to my channel, turning on the bell, share the video to others, subscribe to my other social networks, and support me via subscribing to my Patreon or donating through Buy Me a Coffee. Anyway, this is it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in the end, Chef Pee is the GOAT!
Chef Pee-Pee's in the kitchen, I'm the king of cooking things. Got macaroni, piece of cookies, and some ice cream. And when it comes to cooking, I'm like Zeus or Hercules. Cause Bowser's really angry and he might just murder me. No! Toad wants to help, but he gets all on my nerves. He's always touching things, I'm like, get out of here, you turd!